I'm a Viking. I'm going raiding and plundering, and when I die, I will go to Valhalla. Not quite. No. I'm afraid that's really a misunderstanding. Hello and welcome to Denton's Storytime. Now, if you ask anyone where do the dead warriors of Nordic mythology go to feast with Odin and the gods as they wait for the great battle that will end the world, Ragnarok, and they will tell you Valhalla. Yes, almost every documentary, YouTube video, history book, and even museums will say the same thing, Valhalla. But they're all wrong. Dead wrong. I just thought I'd throw that one in. Dead warriors don't go to Valhalla, and they don't go there for a very good reason, which reminds me of a line in that brilliant television show Blackadder, where he said that something was exactly the same as the two-headed fish monster of Aberdeen, because it didn't exist. Nor does Valhalla. There's no such place, which is a very good reason why nobody can go there, heroically dead in battle or just popping off very unheroically in your sleep or getting run over by a number 9 bus. They can, however, go to Valhalla, or at least, well, they could have in bygone days, but since dying with a sword or an axe in one's hand is a bit unlikely nowadays, they'll probably have to find, set up somewhere with a bit less feasting and drinking and, well, a little bit of the other as well. Yes, there is no such place as Valhalla, despite the popular belief to that effect. That term wasn't even used until the 18th century. It was first documented in 1768, rather a long time after the Viking Age, I'm sure you'll agree. I always laugh when someone on YouTube says, I'm a Viking and I'll go to Valhalla. No, dear, sorry, you won't. For one thing, to be a Viking, apart from really needing to be Scandinavian, you would have to get in a ship and go somewhere in it and do something or other when you got somewhere or other. Since a Viking, or Viking in Old Norse, is an activity and it's related to seafaring, be it raiding, trading, whatever. So strictly speaking, you can't be a Viking, but you can go Viking, till fara I Vikinga. So not only must you heroically expire while on a sea trip, but you must do it with a weapon in your hand. Historically, that should be a sword or an axe or a sax like this. Bit unlikely these days, so no, sorry to disappoint you. No Valkyrie are swooping down for you when you go belly up, coming to chuck you over their horses and give you a free horse taxi trip to somewhere that doesn't exist. No. If you did go boating and snuff it while waving a sword, it would have been Valhalla you would have been going to. Or at least some of you would, but I'll come to that in a moment. Valhalla comes from Val, which specifically means a warrior killed in battle, and hall, meaning a hall. So it is the hall of the warriors slain in battle, and it is one of the many halls in Åsgard, the home of the gods. Now, a very special hall, of course. It's roofed with golden shields, and that is where the dead warriors, the Einherja, the once fighters, will feast with Odin as they all wait, probably exceedingly inebriated, for Ragnarok. Also, most people refer to the non-existent Valhalla as the home of the gods, which it isn't. For that matter, neither is Valhalla. You know, they just feast and no doubt get gloriously sozzled there on a nightly basis. Different thing altogether. Given the amount of feasting and merrymaking that went on there, I suppose they would probably spend quite a lot of their time there, much of it possibly on the floor recovering from a hangover. No, Åsgard is the home of the gods. Valhalla and the other halls are simply buildings in it, such as Floya's hall, Suthramnir. Now, Suthramnir. That is located in a meadow called Folkvanga, and that is where half of the dead warriors go, taken by Floya as her half-share of those killed in battle. That usually goes overlooked. Only half of the Einherja go to Odin's hall. They are to be waited on by the Valkyrie in their dual role of waitresses. Yes, they didn't just provide a free taxi service skywards for dead guys, but they looked after those same dead warriors once they got there as well. And they'd be giving them roast boar and mead and, well, probably probably shall we say intimate services as well. You know, eat, drink and be merry, and they provided the merry. Yes, their job was to keep the horns full, the trenchers well stacked, and a bit of hanky-panky howdy-father afterwards. We must assume it would be the same in Staskelmere as it was in Valhalla, with all the fringe benefits. Well, it would be rather unfair if half the dead warriors got to feast and fight, eat roast boar, get pissed out of their minds, and enjoy the company of the Valkyria, the only women there, of course, apart from goddesses, well, while the other half just went picking flowers in Folkvanger and doing their own catering, and, well, entertaining themselves, if you see what I mean. I, for one, would be rather indignant if Eric and I had died together, and now he's over there in Valhalla, whining and dining and chatting up the warrior women, while I'm here trolling around Folkvanger doing pretty flower arrangements and making me own sandwiches. Boring. Oh, just bring on Ragnarok and let's have a bit of excitement. Yes, a bit of mayhem would cheer things up no end. Yes. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I shall say goodbye for now.